over the last year multiple times in the preliminary squads for the World Cup qualifiers and not making the final squad. What does it mean for you now to be here in this group?
I mean, firstly for me it's a dream come true, and it's a really big honor for me and my family to be part of the squad and be able to represent the national team.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Just to add on that, your journey, your journey in the USA, leading Stellenbosch, starting I think in the reserve team that side, and eventually getting to the first team, and to see where you are today. Just take us through how life has been.
Yeah, I mean, when I left the country to go to the USA, I was very young. I got that side. I was away from home for the first time, and I was, going through some stuff. But it's been a really great journey. Like you're saying, I started playing in the reserve team, and then I later got an opportunity to play in the first team. Took it with both hands, and ever since then, things have been just coming together for me.
Joseph on Sports. I'm looking at the rating problem, surprise to many, but surely this is something that you probably look at what stage did you look at yourself and say, I'm going to make it into this squad, and what made you to be so positive? Because looking at your images so far, I could see that you had it in you that you were going.
Well, firstly for me, this has definitely been a long-term goal for myself. I've made the preliminary squad quite a few times, so I just told myself I have to work hard and try and prove to the coach that I'm capable, and then I can prove to him that I can be in the team.
Any question? Okay, the back.
BBK Sunday Times. Ashley. Any relation to Ashley though?
Nah.
Okay, congratulations on the selection to go to the World Cup. It's a biggie, and as you say, you left the country quite as a young man. You come back as a quite grown young man still, but you go into the World Cup. It is a massive deal. Every player who plays football anywhere in the world wants to be in that squad. Firstly, your reaction in terms of when you get the call, did it come from the Silver Fox there in the corner in terms of saying, yes, actually, you are in the team, and your reaction to your family? And just lastly, there's another youngster who left to go to the US, much to the dislike of the Silver Fox in the corner, the lot of social media that we received this side, he seems to have made place the whole US and put it on fire. Just if you can give us a reflection of how he's been received there and the kind of performances that you've seen from him, please.
Firstly, I didn't get the call directly from Coach Hugo Bruce. I got it from one of the guys, I think Bravi. When I got the message, I was just really excited. I wasn't really shocked, but it did caught me as a surprise. Because there's times where I thought it would come and it didn't come. And when it did come, I was just, excited and just filled with a lot of pride and gratitude. And then, but Mbogazi, I mean, like you say, he's come in the years and he's been doing really amazing. Everyone is talking about him, and he's really raised the flag really high.
Olwethu, your coach, who obviously gave you the breakthrough at Philadelphia when you just been sacked, just a word on him and how influential he was to get you to this point. And Bradley played at youth level for Bafana Bafana. You've not had a very linear journey. It's been overseas, coming back, fighting out at Arrows and Maritzburg. But now you're at this point. Does it feel everything was worth it, all the sacrifices and the hardships that you've made to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Bradley, a really great coach. I've only been with him for like a season and a half, and I've learned so many things from him as a coach, as a person on and off the field. And yeah, like I say, he's a really great coach, great human being, and I really hope he understands how much I appreciate the opportunity that he's given me and my family to showcase myself and just believe in my journey.
For me, since I was young, I was in the youth setups. I think under 20, I was at the age of 16. and then I went overseas. It wasn't easy, obviously, that side. There was a lot of competition. And then my decision was to come back to South Africa, and my main goal was to get into the Bafana Bafana squad. And ever since then, I've been working hard, staying focused. So, yeah.
Brett, another one for you. I mean, you come in as the only Kaizer Chiefs player into this team. Looking at how this venture and everything around the social media, how much of that has played into your head? And what does it say to you, seeing that you've made it into the squad as the only Kaizer Chiefs team, amidst everything that has been said about the selection and everything else?
Well, look, I don't really focus too much on social media. I rather stick towards myself and what I can control. Like I said before, I just work hard, put my head down and look ahead.
From ENCA. Olwethu, how would you advise your teammates, because you are based in the States and the World Cup is that side, in terms of the conditions and everything else for them to acclimatize quickly?
Well, playing in the MLS also gives me an opportunity to compete with the teams in Mexico, in the CONCACAF. So I would say there's a lot of things to expect, from the fans, from the opponent. They just they fight for everything. They're not really the most physical, but they're gonna fight for the smallest things, throw-ins, and they're gonna compete till the last whistle. So yeah, they're also gonna play mental games, to say certain things to get in your head. If we all just stay focused, locked in mentally the whole game, we should be fine. I believe this team has all the talent and qualities to go out there and come back with the win.
Yes. Here from SABC, Olwethu, just on this selection, but maybe just to build up from the question you played against was it Club America?
Yeah.
And one of the strongest teams. What do you play? Azteca Stadium?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Maybe just the atmosphere there at Azteca Stadium, because that's where will be opening, and also in the MLS or maybe in the US, can you describe the mood currently with the return of the World Cup there since 1994? How's everything going?
I mean, judging by everything that's happening right now, I mean, the whole country is excited. They've been preparing everything to welcome the teams that are going to come and participate in the World Cup. And like I said, the atmosphere in the stadiums, the fans, Mexican fans, are really passionate, as passionate as the players. They're gonna, go crazy and just support them throughout the whole game. So if we just stay focused, like I say, we should be fine.
And the mood in the US ahead of this World Cup?
Yeah, like I said, everyone is excited.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Last two questions.
Joseph, far post. Olwethu, I think when you look at you can play both right centre backs, left centre backs. I mean, comfortable with both feet. Look at the right centre back position. I think there's been a couple of changes in the last couple of months. Afcon, it was Ngezana is not here. Ime Okon got his chance. How do you fancy your chances to grab that position? Because it's seemingly up for grabs.
I mean, personally, I believe I, have all the qualities to play in that position, and I don't think I'm here to compete with anyone, because I believe everyone in this team has the qualities to be here. It's all about when you're given an opportunity, you just go in there and do the job. So yeah.
Okay, last question.
Sorry, Bradley. Again, congratulations to you, young man. We're going to a World Cup that is going to be played under a lot of geopolitics, things that are happening, and we're going to a country where the state's president in one of the countries that are hosting where we play as well. I trust this man to take us as far as possible in the competition. He believes that there's a white genocide in this country, and you are in South Africa, you play football with all of us, and that question is surely going to be posed with you. What message do you to show that this message that is being said about our country is not a true reflection of what is happening on the ground.
Okay, Bradley, before we get there, I get your question, but let's keep it football here and not get into politics.
But
with all
the
due
World Cup
respect.
is football.
No, but this one, I don't want us to even stray in that direction at all. So with all due respect. Next question, yes, sir?
So just a follow-up for Olwethu. Just growing up, what is your strongest food? Which food were you comfortable with? How were you able to then learn to use both feet easily?
I'm naturally right-footed, but there was a point in my career when I was still like really young. I got injured on my right foot, but like I didn't want to stop playing, so I had to force myself to play with my left foot. And that's how I ended up being able to use the other foot.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, we will release the players, and then the coach will then continue with the press conference.